Hey, Mark Wahlberg here. You know, it's Mother's Day. What's up with that? Say hi to your mother for me. It's AniMay17, your daily dose of anime, every day in May. Today's anime is the 2012 slice-of-life mystery show, Hyouka. If I didn't know better, I'd have sworn this show stars my anime persona. Our protagonist Hotaru Areki's personal motto is, if I don't have to do it, I won't, and if I have to do it, make it quick. Those who have known me for years would know that my motto is, whatever, do it later. Although, if AniMay17 is any indication, I can definitely get my butt into gear when I'm passionate about something, much like Areki finds himself in from time to time. Areki is starting his first year of high school and is determined to conserve his physical energy as much as humanly possible. He doesn't participate in sports or clubs, he takes the most direct routes to reduce walking distances, and he keeps a mental checklist of his daily activities and reduces them from his energy reserve. The guy really doesn't care about his mental energy because he's always calculating 3 steps ahead to live as efficiently as possible. Makes him kind of insufferable, but I weirdly relate to him, so he gets a pass. His good friend Satoshi went to the same middle school and has nearly the opposite demeanor as Areki. Satoshi is boisterous and personable, and the kind of person who can walk into the room in a full sunflower costume, spin around and shout, "Sunflower!" and nobody gives it a second thought. Also, can we talk about this scene? Satoshi is in a freaking sunflower poncho and goggles, and it's never questioned or explained. What a weirdo. Anyways, Areki is content to spend his high school days as quietly as possible, but a potentially threatening letter from his older sister convinces him to join the Classics Club, the club she participated in and will be dropped if no one joins it this year. Assuming it will be a club room to himself, Areki discovers that another classmate, the inquisitive Chitanda, has joined. Areki then learns that he may have signed up for more than he bargained for. Areki tries to back out of the club, but Satoshi decides to join as well, and Chitanda is very insistent that he stays. Always the path of least resistance, Areki caves and stays in the club. Time and time again, Areki finds himself unable to refuse the curious whims of Chitanda no matter what he tries. I mean, those purple eyes. She has purple eyes, so help me God, purple eyes! Most of the time, Chitanda gets hung up on some innocuous rumor and turns it into a full-blown mystery that must be solved at all cost. Now, Areki, the foresight genius that he is, always Sherlock Holmeses his way out of each of these encounters by leapfrogging through assumptions and devising the most likely outcome. If this were a show about actual mysteries, then Areki's intuitive sleuthing could be pretty entertaining, but as it stands in the first 3 episodes, Areki solves the most mundane capers to ever cape. One of them he sets up himself and proceeds to solve just to get Chitanda off his back. Who could forget the legendary, why did multiple people check out the same book every week at the same time case? Like, I get that they have to slowly ramp up the stakes for more involved cases, but as far as hooking the viewer, these were not strong openers. Eventually, there'll be an unraveling conspiracy about the origins of the Classic Club, which relates to Chitanda's long-lost uncle and possibly Areki's sister, but I have a feeling we're far from cracking that nut. Of course, Kyoto Animation is at it again with teens so glossy they'd slip right out of your hands. Everything is super saturated and bathed in the warmth of the setting sun. It's all very pretty and at least offers something nice to look at while characters sit around spitballing ideas about how a door could have been locked with no one noticing. Of course it was the janitor, you dolts! And I know a thing or two about janitors. I may tend to take the path of least resistance as well, but I can easily turn down Chitanda's requests because I know when a girl is going to string me along for way too long without any payoff. An unremarkable cast, a bare-bones premise, and a presentation that only barely disguises this boring excuse of a mystery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some extracurricular activities to not participate in. Catch you tomorrow on AniMay17.